Okay, here's our static lines carry-on setup. What we've got is a piece of cord with a loop finger trapped in either end. Here we've used 900-pound Dacron, but you can really use anything. 400-pound Dacron might be a better choice because it'll add an extra fail-safe. On this end, I have a 1/8 inch screw link. Did that intentionally. It's rated to about 220 pounds, so it's an intentional fail-safe point. Here, I have a single strand of brake cord, which is short, could be a little shorter than this one, to connect the red cord to the link. Then I've got a longer piece of brake cord, which acts as a backup, connecting exactly the same 2 points. It's important that these are a single strand, not a loop. If it's a loop, you'll have 2 pieces loading at the same time, doubling the braking force. So I'm still at home. I've got a packed rig here. I'm going to pull the pilot chute out. I'm going to go about halfway down the bridle and tie a figure 8 knot. So I'll hold the camera and film. So here I've got a figure 8 knot. It doesn't have to be a figure 8, it can be an overhand knot, but the figure 8 is going to be easier to get out after the jump. I'm going to take the carry-on cord, I'm going to pass it through the loop in the bridle. Then I'm going to pass the link back through the carry-on cord. Effectively what I've done is girth hitch the carry-on cord to the loop in the bridle. Now I'm going to take this link and I'm going to close it loosely. It should not be tight. I want it to be easy to get open when I get to the exit point, but it shouldn't be open enough to snag the mesh in my pilot chute. Just closed. After that, I'm going to repack the pilot chute and put it in the pouch to transport it to the object. You really ought to now mark the rig. Take a tag that says something like static line, or tie a piece of brake cord to it, or do something so you remember this static line setup is inside your pilot chute. We're ready to go. When we get to the object, we gear up, leaving the pilot chute in the pouch. After we're geared up and ready to jump, we extract the pilot chute. We drop the pilot chute off the edge of the exit point, so it's hanging down below us. I'm going to take the carry-on cord, I'm going to pass it around whatever my anchor point is. Make sure the anchor point's solid because it needs to take the weight. And then I'm going to screw the screw link back onto the bridle. Make sure it's on the bridle. If you put it on the red cord, it can slide and cross-load. So you want it on the bridle so everything is firm. Then I step over and I exit. When I jump, this whole system goes tight. The first piece of brake cord breaks first. Well, actually, the system goes tight, extracts my canopy to line stretch. This piece of brake cord breaks, then this piece of brake cord breaks. The entire system retrieves with me. The metal link goes this way, the red cord goes that way. Okay. This is intended to have actual fail-safe points. So if something snags, the weakest link is the brake cord. The next weakest link is this 1/8 inch screw link, 220 pounds. The next weakest link is this 900-pound Dacron, which is a good reason to use 400 or 600 pounds. It'll be a little weaker, but hard to work with. The bridle is rated to 1,100 pounds, and the bridle attachment point of the canopy is rated to 2,500. So we have all of these cheap pieces that insulate my canopy from damage. If you get to the point where your canopy's bridle attachment is actually tied to the object and rips out, the canopy will still fly. You'll just have a hole in the top skin and about an $800 repair to get it put back in. There we go. You can stop.
Where's the